in the Philly suburbs. And I'm telling you, we are way off. The entire political class is way off. First of all, digital is a new door knocking. You got to understand that. We were laughing our butts off at Donald Trump for suspending his door knocking campaign and letting Charlie Kirk and Elon do a bunch of stuff online. We said, these guys are idiots. These guys are stupid. Then you start knocking on these doors. You know what people come to the door with? Their phone in their hand. They're in a 24-hour digital surround sound that has nothing to do with CNN, has nothing to do with any stuff that we do. I asked my son, I got a teenage son, I asked him, who are the most influential people in the world today? I'm thinking to myself, he's going to say Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey, Jay-Z. He says, Kai Cent, Aiden Ross, Jinxie, and Sketch. I don't know who he's talking about. I said, what platforms are you on? He goes, I'm on Twitch, Kick, and Rumble. I said, that sounds like you need to go to the hospital. What are these platforms? I'm telling you guys, the mainstream has become fringe, and the fringe has become mainstream. There are platforms, there are people out there that are getting 14 million streams, and we're on cable news getting 1 or 2 million. And so there is a whole world out there. Kellyanne Conway, I hate to agree with her, but I do a lot of times. Donald Trump understood that and we didn't. And that's not just Democrats that don't. The entire political class is way off, way off, way off.
We won. And I mean that literally. We, you and I together, we won 2024. And that's exactly what the legacy media is admitting. 2024 was the year of the influencer. It was the year influencers took over politics. Independent content creators like yours truly have officially surpassed the legacy media in terms of political influence. And even the legacy media, as you heard with your own ears, is admitting it. Now, the stats are pretty impressive. The New York Times found out that young voters were inordinately influenced by Trump's appearance on the Joe Rogan show. And it wasn't just Rogan. 49% of men under the age of 30 voted for Trump largely because of what they saw in his appearances on the Theo Von Show, Andrew Schultz, the Barstool Sports podcast, Bussin' with the Boys, Lex Friedman, the Sean Ryan Show, Logan Paul. I mean, the list goes on and on. He was interviewed by Tim Pool, Mark Calloway, who's better known as The Undertaker in the WWE, and, of course, Tucker Carlson, whose one interview alone with Trump reached over 150 million views. In fact, even Fox News is admitting that Trump and the creator economy largely sidelined the whole of the legacy media all throughout 2024. Now, make no mistake, the dying legacy media did everything they possibly could to appear relevant. They tried desperately to hurt Trump in his ABC News debate with Cackles Kamala when the two feckless moderators there ended up debating Trump more than Harris did. The former Clinton surrogate George Stephanopoulos actually tried to tar and feather Trump as a convicted rapist before ABC News ended up having to pay Trump $16 million in a defamation lawsuit over all of that. Yeah, they tried. The legacy media tried to do everything they possibly could to convince you that they're still relevant. But alas, it was not to be. And I'm going to show you exactly how and why the creator economy has permanently sidelined the legacy media. You're going to absolutely love this. But first, gang, obviously Americans are tired and frustrated by a stalling economy, inflation, endless wars, and the relentless assault on our values. But thankfully, there's companies like Patriot Mobile that still believe in America and our Constitution. I'm proud to partner with Patriot Mobile because they're on the front lines fighting for the First and Second Amendments, sanctity of life, and our military and our first responder heroes. Take a stand for conservative causes and put America first by switching to Patriot Mobile today. You get the same nationwide coverage as the big providers because Patriot Mobile operates across all three major networks. Plus, they back their service with a coverage guarantee. Their 100% U.S.-based customer service team will find the best plan for your needs. So keep your number Keep your phone or upgrade. Go to patriotmobile.com/TurleyTalks right now or give them a call at 972-PATRIOT. That's 972-PATRIOT. Right now, get a free month when you use the offer code TurleyTalks. Don't get fooled by other providers pretending to share your values or have the same coverage. They don't and they can't. Join me. Switch to America's only conservative Christian mobile provider, Patriot Mobile. The creator economy has now blossomed into a $250 billion industry. You heard that right, $250 billion industry. A Pew Research study found that 70% of Americans between the ages of 18 to 29 said they followed an influencer on social media. Another study found that 1 in 5 Americans get their news solely from news influencers. Now, what's so interesting here is that in these increasing number of articles admitting that independent content creators have won, the legacy media is inadvertently admitting that they're hardly neutral, objective observers of political events. Over the course of the 20th century, scholars are in wide agreement that the legacy media held what they call agenda-setting status in our nation. Agenda setting refers to the various ways in which the legacy media influenced the political and cultural agenda of our nation. So agenda setting theory basically argues that it's not so much politicians or leaders that set the political agenda, it's the media. It's what the media focuses on. It's the media's unique ability to frame the narrative and control and define the debate. The influence of the media actually was so pervasive that many argued we weren't so much democracy, a rule of the people. We were more a mediaocracy. We were ruled and governed by legacy corporate media institutions, precisely because of their inordinate influence over the public debate and public perception. What all of these crackpots in the legacy media are freaking out over of late is that they're realizing, to their horror, that those days are now over. That they do not any longer exercise anywhere near the agenda-setting power and influence that they once had. Ironically, given the rise of the internet, again, ironically, it's we the people, right? You know, a democracy, right? We the people are now in a stronger position than we've ever been to be able to frame the narrative and foreground the issues that matter most to us. And this is where the influencer comes in. You see, those issues and narratives are highlighted, clarified, and dispersed to the masses by way of content creator channels like this one. And the key here is the only way that we in the influencer space work is if we earn your trust. That's the foundation of the creator economy. You are our legitimacy. You see, as an independent content creator, I don't get to hide behind the moniker of CNN, not that I would want to, right? Or Fox for that matter, or ABC, from which to derive my legitimacy. You see, the trust and confidence that audiences extend to the news anchors is an extension of the trust and confidence that they already had in those news networks. It's the news network that provides the legitimacy that the anchor depends upon. I don't have that prerogative. Content creators don't have the advantage of institutional legitimacy. We, being independent, have to earn your trust. We have to constantly and consistently attain your trust and confidence. Otherwise, we're shot. And so the creator economy is a built-in verification dynamic in that, again, it is you, the people, who get to decide which content creators are legit. And so when the legacy media denigrates influencers and the creator economy is illegitimate, as not real news, who are they actually denigrating? They're actually denigrating you, precisely because you're the source of our legitimacy. And so ironically, with the rise of the internet and our shared hyperconnectivity, The legacy media's condescension and derision towards the rising creator economy only ends up hastening their own demise. In dismissing the creator economy that you yourself sustain and grow, they only end up ensuring that more and more serious news consumers will dismiss them. 2024 was truly the end of the legacy media. Its days of informational dominance are over. And for that, we, a grateful band of influencers, have you entirely to thank.